Hello everyone, good evening and welcome to my class on the YouTube channel Unacademy Live. So today what we are going to discuss is Pronunciation Made Easy Part 1, the phonemic chart. My name is Arifa Zahir and in today's class I'm going to discuss with you different elements, different aspects of the phonemic chart and make the whole process of understanding, of getting to know the phonemic chart easier. Okay, so before we begin, my referral code is BE Trainers. We'll just go back. Let me choose the pen, and there we go. So, my referral code is BE Trainers. And if you subscribe with this code on the Unacademy platform, you will be getting a 10% off. And I'll tell you the different types of subscription that you can avail of on the Unacademy website so that you can make the best choice for yourself. Now, before we begin, a little bit of introduction about me. Like I said, my name is Arifa Zahir and I'm the founder of British English Trainers, which is an institute that I've started to make learning a holistic experience for my students. And I'm a plus educator here on the Unacademy platform. I've done my master's in English literature and CELTA from Cambridge University. I have an overall experience as as an IELTS administrator and a senior IELTS teacher for more than 10 years. So combined, I've taught more than 5,000 IELTS students, and my students are placed in all parts of the world like Australia, New Zealand, Germany, Canada, the United Kingdom, and the USA. All right, so that's a little bit of my background. As an IELTS administrator, I got an exposure to a lot of IELTS students who would come from all parts of the country to give the examination in East India. And one thing that I realized in this process was that not only the academic or the general training module prep work is important, but also the mindset, the approach that you have before your examination is a very important thing. So, yeah, and that's the reason why I feel being an IELTS administrator has given me an extra edge and added awareness of what students want. And CELTA from Cambridge has made me aware of the nuances of the language. And with all these combined knowledge, ideas about a language and IELTS, I have been in a position to help innumerable students get this course. Now, let me tell you something more about the subscription. Now, we've got different types of subscription on the Unacademy website, ranging from 1 month to 3 months to 6 months to 12 and 24 months. The example that I'm going to show you out here is going to be of a 3 month package. Depending on your requirement, you can avail of any of these packages and also use my discount coupon with it so that you can get an added 10% off. I'm going to talk to you about the 3 month one. So if you see the 3 month package already has a discount of 17% even before you can use my discount coupon in it. So it would cost you 6,750 for 3 months. So that's an added benefit. And with it, you would be paying lesser than 6,750 because you will be getting a 10% discount on it, which would mean a further discount inclusive exclusive of the GST. Yes, because the GST would be put in later, but you will still be getting a 10% discount. All right, so that's it about the subscription. I would suggest, in order to have an access to all the different live classes conducted by the best educators in the country, you should be interested in taking up the IELTS subscription on the Unacademy platform. Now let's start with the band descriptors and get to know why we are doing the pronunciation today and the phonemic chart specifically under pronunciation. All right. So before we begin, let me have a look and see who is there in the class. So hi Pachu, welcome to the class. Pachu, can you... So let me check and see. Hi Pachu, welcome to the class. So Pachu, if you've got any questions, you can always put it on the live chat. And also to other students, if you would have any questions while I would be talking to you, you can definitely put it on the live chat. All right? Okay, let's begin. Now, let me tell you about the band descriptors. So, what are band descriptors? Band descriptors are the ones which decide how much scores you would be getting. So, for the IELTS speaking examination, we've got 4 band descriptors. The first one being lexical resource, and we've written it as vocabulary. So, you've got lexical resource. Then you've got grammatical range and accuracy. GRA, and you've got fluency and coherence and pronunciation. Now, all these 4 will help you get your total band score combined together. So, it's very important that you concentrate on all the 4 band descriptors. What we are specifically going to focus on in our series of the pronunciation made easy series is we are going to focus on the phonemic chart and the different types of sounds. So pronunciation also affects our fluency, and so it counts so much more than just 25%, and that is the reason why it is very important to, you know, get accustomed to it, get acclimatized with it, and like the other skills, you would need to practice it so that you can become better in it. Clear? Now let's move forward and figure out and understand what a phonemic chart is. The phonemic chart. Now, before I begin, I would like to ask my students if you've ever heard about the word the phonemic chart, or you've heard this phrase before, this particular term before. So, Pachu, have you heard about the phonemic chart before? Pachu has asked me if mispronounced words are penalized in the speaking test. Penalized would mean negative marking. So instead of looking at it as a negative marking, which happens in the writing task, where if you write less than 250 or 150 words, you would be negatively marked. So that would come under penalization. But for the speaking test, it would be normal marks deduction. That means you wouldn't be extra penalized, but of course, if you do not pronounce the word correctly, if the examiner cannot understand you clearly, you would definitely lose scores on that. All right. Hi, Amina. Welcome to the class. So, I hope you've heard the first part of it, and I would really like to welcome you to the class so that you become aware about the phonemic chart. All right, and that helps you with your pronunciation. Now, let's begin and let's get to know the pronunciation family better, the whole pronunciation process better. And how are we going to do that? We're going to do that with the help of the phonemic chart. Now let's begin. So you can all see this chart out here, right? Can you all see the chart? So yes, I can look at your messages, Amina, and you haven't heard about it, right? So why is the phonemic chart so important and what is the usage of it? The phonemic chart, the reason that you can hear me clearly, the reason that I am able to express in a neutral accent and help you understand the words, help you listen to the words in a clear manner is because of the phonemic chart. So the phonemic chart helps you to speak in a more correct manner, to pronounce in a more correct manner, so that your MTI, mother tongue interference, which is a basic problem in pronunciation, can be controlled. All right. So if you follow the phonemic chart properly, you will be able to speak, to pronounce words in a clearer manner. Now, Amina, can you tell me if you are, do you have time before you can appear for the speaking examination? Or when are you planning to give your IELTS examination? So let me know when you are planning to give the examination, and also post whether you are an academic or a general training student. Okay, Shashank tells me that he's planning to give it on the 1st of February. So I just said February. So 1st Feb, ma'am. So Amina Feb, Shashank 2 Feb. And we've got Shashank is a general training student. Yes, Pachu, rightly said. Amina, are you an academic student or a general? Lovely. Because it's very important for both of you to know that I am going to start a general training course from today on the Unacademy live platform. Are you subscribers to the Unacademy platform, the plus subscribers? So both of you are general. I can see that. If you are plus subscribers, you would have access to the, all the material which is there. I would suggest Shashank and Amina, both of you, to subscribe to the Unacademy platform, because in this course that I'm going to conduct, I'm not only going to give you input on each and every type of letter, but I'm also going to practice with you how to write a letter. So it's very important that if you want to get maximum benefit out of it, Shashank, I would suggest you subscribe. Okay? And Amina, the thing is, you can also watch the recorded sessions. In fact, attending the lectures is good because you can practice writing the letter with me. If you practice writing the letter with me, I can assure you you're going to benefit from it. All right. So let's begin the phonemic script, the phonemic chart journey. Okay, so that you can understand this better. Let's move ahead. Now, if you look at this chart, you can see that there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 symbols out here. Yes. And on the right hand side, you can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. This cross out here is not a symbol. It is not a phonemic chart, but it is just a symbol out there given to you to say that there's nothing there. All right. So these are vowels and the one below are consonants. Okay, Amina. I do get your doubt out there, and maybe what can be done is you can watch the recorded sessions and ask me questions in the inbox, the chat box. So I'll be able to help you and clarify your doubts out there. Clear? Okay, let's move ahead. Now, the phonemic chart is very interesting. It is a transcription of the sounds of a word or a phrase using phonetic symbols from the international. So, where's the up and out here? So, from the International Phonetic Alphabet, it's called the IPA. So, you've got the British pronunciation and the American pronunciation. So it's very important to understand that the best thing would be for you to have a neutral accent. That means to focus only on speaking in a correct manner. And to get your pronunciation correct, you need to definitely follow the single sounds and the double sounds and the consonants. The phonemic chart contains the 44 sounds of spoken English. It consists of 12 monophthongs, 8 diphthongs, and 24 consonants. So very, very important to understand that. So can you tell me what are the basic monophthongs? Who will tell me that? Anyone there who will be able to tell me? Okay, tell me the vowels. That'll be better. Anyone has any idea what the different vowels are? Everyone should be knowing. We should be aware of it. Yes, Pachu, diphthongs are difficult, but I'll make them easy for you. Keep following my series, you'll gain a lot. So, we have the vowels A, E, I, O, U. So now A, E, I, O, U both have single and double sounds. They're further, broken down into single and double sounds. The single sounds are called the monophthongs and the double sounds are called the diphthongs. And you've got 24 consonants. Alright, now phonemes are the smallest units of sounds in language. So if a phoneme is changed, the word may change. That is, change the I sound and L sound in lack to a B and the word changes to back. So these are the phonemes, and it's very important to understand that the phonemic symbols are very, very important. Now, why are these so important? You've got the phonemic chart, which is full of phonemes. That means the different symbols which are there, which tell you about the different sounds. Now, these sounds are alluded, how can we correlate it in the dictionary? We can correlate it in the dictionary through the phonemic symbols. All right. So in a dictionary, the symbol J out here means the sound year. So it's very interesting that though this is a J written out there, but the sound is here, yacht. So it's very interesting, and I hope you are going to be with me throughout this journey of the phonemic chart. Okay, so let me tell you about the monophthongs. So a monophthong is a word which is taken from the Greek, vocabulary from the Greeks, and monoph or monos. So the word the root sound, the root word is monos, which means single, and phthongos means sound, and that is the reason why it is together called monophthongs. It is a pure vowel sound, one whose articulation at both beginning and end is relatively fixed and which does not glide up or down towards a new position of articulation. A vowel sound whose quality does not change over the duration of the vowel is called a pure vowel. Now, there are 12 of these, and they are beautifully expressed in the phonemic chart. If you look at it, these are the monophthongs: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So these are the monophthongs and the single sounds. They are nothing, they both mean the same thing. The word is monophthongs and the sound is single. Clear? Now, single sounds are called the monophthongs. Let us pronounce some of these and get to know it better. So, the sound out here, take your two fingers, put it here, okay? And the sound. So, we are going to create this sound. So, this is a single sound, E. So, you can see, and this is also a single sound, E. So one is, of course, a short vowel, the first one, and the second one is a long vowel. I'm, of course, going to discuss both the short vowels and long vowels and make it easier for you to understand. Now, in IELTS, it is very, very important that you get your pronunciation right. So let's have a look at both the long and short vowels, and then we can come back and have a look at the diphthongs. Alright, so a little more about the long vowels. A long vowel is a vowel that is pronounced for a longer time than most other vowels. So you've got E, Oo. So you can see the symbol is the one with the letter, the sound, and there are two dots which have been added there to make the sound longer. And the short vowels are sounds that are pronounced in a shorter form. So if you've got E there, you've got E here. You've got U there, then you've got O here. So you can see how the short vowels and long vowels influence our, what do they influence? They influence our pronunciation. So I'll give you a very simple example of a long and a short vowel. A short vowel would be something like hit, and a long vowel would be heat. Again, gift. The other one would be geek. So you've got, so the shorter one, we didn't pull it that much, and the longer one, we pulled it a lot more. So that is the difference between a short vowel and a long vowel. Now let's go back and have a look at the diphthong. Is this clear, guys? So Pachu and Meena, let me know if you've understood the monothongs. We will be doing a complete series on monothongs and diphthongs for each and every sound, and that will make the whole pronunciation very easy for you to understand. Alright? So can you just tell me if you've understood that? Okay, let's move to the diphthong. Yes, Pachu, very good. Heat, hit. Alright, now let me tell you about the diphthong. A diphthong, again, it's again a Greek word. They mean double sounds or double tones. They are also known as a gliding vowel because it is a combination of two adjacent vowel sounds. So side by side, two sounds which are side by side within the same syllable. So where is our pen? So adjacent vowel sounds within the same syllable. Technically, a diphthong is a vowel with two different targets, that is the tongue, this one, and all the other parts of the speech apparatus, which moves during the pronunciation of the vowel. So we've got E, you can see the sound has come out through my teeth. E, E, So you can see I used my teeth to bring out the E sound and my lower lip to bring out the sound. So when I talk about my ears, I would say ear. So you can see two parts of my mouth moved. One was the teeth portion and the other one was my lower lip. So that is the reason why we say that a diphthong is a vowel with two different targets. That is the tongue, teeth. So the teeth moved and the sound came out from inside. Of course, for all the sounds, it would come from inside. But the mouth movement was such where the tongue pushed the word out. And similarly, the lower lip made the other sound for you. So it's very important to understand how the two sounds play out for the students to understand it better, and so that you can pick up these dual sounds exactly how you're supposed to pick them up. Diphthongs contrast with monophthongs where the tongue or other speech organs do not move and the syllable contains only a single vowel sound. So let's have a look. Where is our pen? For instance, in English, the word ah is spoken as a monophthong, while the word ow is spoken as a diphthong. So now, you can hear it's only one part of your mouth which is moving. But when we say ow, you can see first the mouth was ow. So you can see for both the sounds to come together, you have to move two different parts of your mouth. So that is the whole, analysis behind the diphthong, and it helps you to understand it better. I hope it's clear. If it is clear, guys, please do give a thumbs up so that I know that you've understood it. All right? Now, let's move on and have a look at the consonants and understand them better. Now, all the letters in the alphabet apart from A, E, I, O and U are known as consonants, like all of us know. So a consonant is a letter of the alphabet which represents a basic speech sound produce by obstructing the breath in the vocal tract. So, how is the sound produced? By obstructing the breath in the vocal tract. Now, whenever we say B, B, can you see that? C, H, H, T, B, B. Let me take you back and show you some of these. So have a look at this one. If we go down and have a look at this sign, I'm sure most of you are not aware of these signs, and that is the reason why in my series, which would be coming up every Tuesday and Thursday, I'm going to make the complete phonemic script easier for you to understand. So we've got the ch, so this is the ch sound, ch, church. This is the j sound, j, jug. This is the g sound, g. So we've got the t sound, which is right out here, t. So very easy, thirst. This is not like the th. Please understand. These phonemes, these symbols, the sounds for these phonemes are completely different in many cases than the sounds which you've done in your mother tongue. Some places it may be similar, while in other places it may be different. Like if you are speaker from the eastern part of the country, say from West Bengal, which I am from, you would have a trouble pronouncing the b and the v sound. If you have a strong MTI, that means the mother tongue interference. Then because in the language we do not have the v sound, so that does have an effect. So how do you overcome it? It's very simple. You just practice, listen to the phonemes, listen to the sounds, and then practice your pronunciation. All right. I hope all of this is making things easier for you to understand. I'll do a quick revision once again of what I have said today about the phonemic chart. There are monophthongs, which are single sounds. There are diphthongs, which are double sounds. And there are consonants, which are everything apart from the vowels. Very important to note out here that the consonants could be both voiced and unvoiced. To know more about it, keep watching my series on the phonemic script. Alright, so now let's move ahead and let me tell you about what I'm going to do from today onwards on the Unacademy live platform, where I will be taking live classes for general training students. We are doing a specific GT course. The GT course would cover the the general training test overview, the different types of letters, practicing formal letters, practicing semi-formal and informal letters, a doubt class where we would discuss all your queries, reading passage 1 practice, reading passage 2 practice, reading passage 3 practice, and again a doubt class to discuss your problems. Now, it's very important to understand that both writing task 1 and the reading examination are different from the academic examination, and that is the reason why for a general training student you need to follow this course properly in order to score a higher band. Before I end, my referral code is BE Trainers, BETRAINERS. If you subscribe with this code on the Unacademy platform, you will be getting a 10% off and an access to all the amazing live educators, and also be able to watch recorded videos of all the educators that you've been following. All right. I hope you've understood, and today's class today's class has helped you to understand the phonemic chart better. Now we've got a question here from Pachu Yadav. Ma'am, what is the basis of putting such phonemic sounds in such order in this chart? Pachu, it's very simple. First, the single sounds come where you do not have to put two sounds together, and that's the reason why first we concentrate on the monophthongs, second we concentrate on the diphthongs, that is the dual sounds, and lastly we concentrate on the consonants, which would be required in order to say a word, because that's where at the start or the end or in the middle, consonant would be going somewhere so that you can speak, you can use a word. All right. So I hope it's been clear. And if it has, please do not forget to like, share, and subscribe. Thank you. And have a good evening. Bye. And I hope to see you again on Thursday, same time on the YouTube Unacademy live platform. Thank you. Bye.